Hey, Shalom, Akim Batazah, coming back with another video. I want to give all praises and glory and honor to Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai. Double honors to the elders of Great Millstone. Much love and respect to you brothers out there doing the work in sincerity and truth, striving for the hopeful elect, enduring all afflictions and seeking out your own salvation with fear and trembling. Yahweh, Ba'ashem, Yahweh Shai, Wahab Rakakadash, Barak Adam, Akim. I just want to go into a video or to a lesson just regarding us brothers out there that are striving for this truth and that have been endowed with the mysteries of the kingdom of heaven and have been obligated and obliged to go out to the highways and the byways and push forth this message, this ministry to the masses, whether they hear or forbear. But within all that, we're not going to be respected. We're going to be hated. We're going to be mocked and scoffed, talked about, disrespected, in our face, behind closed doors, behind our back, whatever it may have, you know what I'm saying? Either way, the man of the Lord, the true man of the Lord, is going to be hated. He's not going to be looked at as one to be regarded as with respect or anything like that. All right. So I just want to jump into that real quick and start out with Leviticus 19:32. Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man and fear thy power. I am Yahweh. Okay, so this is a commandment unto the masses, mainly to the nation of Israel, specifically to the nation of Israel, on how we ought to be towards one another. Okay, and it says, "Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head." So it's like, you know, in the world it says, you know, you got to respect your elders. That all stems from the scriptures, man. Okay. And the hoary head goes into the word hoary is having gray hairs, right? Which represents that you're of old age, you know, you're up there in numbers, you know, and through the process of that time, you should have gained wisdom, you know, throughout the process of your life, you know. So in this sense, it's all spiritual. And I'm going to bring it out. But it says, thou shalt rise up before the hoary head. And you don't see that happening for us brothers, man. You know? Everybody just wants to look down on us. Feels like they don't have to show any type of humbleness. You know, it's respect. You know? And it's all the curses have been upon it. That's how, and it's good, it's fine, you know what I'm saying? But it just shows me that them curses that are the spirit bearing witness with our spirit that we are the children of the Most High, you know. And even though I'm out there doing the work, you know, that don't mean that everything's gonna be fine and dandy, you know what I'm saying? Like, as far as like everything's just gonna be paved out badass for me, you know. There's still people out there that just have no respect for the ancient, man. You know, Lord willing, I'm part of that one of those men, the elect, you know, of the nation of Israel. But it says, "Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man." You know, what demeanor does wisdom give us? It says a shining face, man. You know, our face shall glow. You know, people are gonna look at us and know, hey, man, this individual person is different. You know, but people hate righteousness. They hate truth. You know, so that's why that disrespect is there. That's why they separate themselves from our company to the brothers that experience the things that I'm speaking of, man. You know, but they don't rise up before the hoary head. They don't show respect, you know. They don't do as it says in right here. Let me bring it out real quick. Hebrews 13:1, it says, "Let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, for thereby some have entertained angels unawares." See, and they don't. That's why a lot of people are going to be destroyed, because they fail to study, to read, to know what you ought to obey to escape death, you know. And they're not gonna have no excuse, because they treated the messengers of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai like shit, man. Killed them, mocked and scoffed at them. All those things may seem innocent to somebody, but in the eyes of Yahweh Shai, that shit's hateful. When you're scoffing and mocking at somebody that is of honor, you know, of high stature, you know, in the eyes of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai. And these people, that's what they have. That's what's happened to them. They've forgotten the law, the testimony of Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. So let me go back to Leviticus 19 and read that one more time. It says, "Thou shalt rise up before the hoary head and honor the face of the old man." Right? Let me just bring up that word hoary. I'm trying to do this video as fast as I can. For some reason, man, my phone's been acting up. Hoary. It says Shayaba. It says in the outline of biblical usage right here, it says age, gray hair, hoary head, old age, gray hair, hoary head, old age, right? That's it on there. So let me just go to this is Wisdom of Solomon 4 and 8. "For honorable age is not that which standeth in length of time, nor that is measured by years, number of years. But wisdom is the gray hair unto men, and an unspotted life is old age." See, so this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding, this great profession that we have been endowed to fulfill, to take the position that Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai has set us up to perform, is what's making us of that old age, man. All right, that wisdom is the gray hair unto men. You know, that hoary head. You know, though our hair ain't fully made or all whited out, but you know, it's spiritual. That's what it represents. This wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. And these people are failed to show that respect. You know, that's why it says in Ecclesiastes 7:7, "Surely oppression maketh the wise man mad." You know, should piss you off, man. You know, so from there, that's the proof on that. Let me go to Wisdom of Solomon 5, verse 1. It says, "Then shall the righteous man stand in great boldness before the face of such as have afflicted him, and made no account of his labors." You see, they don't account of the things that we've done. And I ain't talking about just working here in America. I'm talking about doing the work. You know, standing up for righteousness, man, truth. You know, presenting our bodies a living sacrifice where it really counts. You know, these people hate us for that, man. They don't respect us. Yeah, the curses are upon us, and yeah, there's that enmity between the serpent and the children of Eve, which are the Israelites. You know, that come from Adam. But as far as us doing the work, man, they don't account anything of our labors, man. They hate us for it. You know, when they should have that fear of the Most High on them, and despite of everything, they should be like, man, I don't know, this man, this every person that I meet could potentially be a man of the Lord that's prophesied to come out in the last days. But they don't consider that. That's why they're gonna be destroyed. So from there, let me go to Second Ezra. Shalakia 7. And 19. I'm gonna start at 19. See if this is the one. They didn't even do it. Shalakia, man. This thing's loading slow. That's why it's important to know the scriptures, man, because this is the wisdom, knowledge, and understanding shall be the stability of thy times, the strength of thy salvation. All right, knowing that you have to go straight, not turn to the left or to the right. like everybody else. They're going tossed here and fro like children, you know, just cast around everywhere. This is 2nd Esdras 7:19, and he said unto me, there is no judge above the Most High, and none that hath understanding above the Highest. For there be many that perish in this life, because they despise the law of the Most High that is set before them. For Yahweh hath given straight commandments to such as came, what they should do to live, even as they came, and what they should observe to avoid punishment. You see, to avoid punishment. And they fail to observe the law, statutes, commandments. They don't rise up for the hoary head. All right, for the men that have been endowed with this mystery, this wisdom, knowledge, and understanding. Now it's going to be a curse unto them. You know, and brothers know when people are being disrespectful to them, and they have that that enmity between them. You know, and right at that moment, us brothers are already cursing that person, man, in the spirit. You know, but it's up to the Most High. But that's what happens, man. You know. But the law is here for us to avoid punishment, man. And that's what they have failed. And now that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has sent out his messengers, they still don't want to listen, man. You know, they still don't want to listen. They still don't want to get right. You know, they still want to be assholes. You know. This is in the book 2nd Chronicles 36. Verse 30, 2nd Chronicles 36:14. Moreover, all the chief of the priests and the people transgressed very much after all the abominations of the heathen, and polluted the house of the Lord which he had hallowed in Jerusalem. So, you know, these people are going off, man. Everybody's has gone off, you know. And Yahweh the power of their fathers sent to them by his messengers, rising up betimes and sending, because he had compassion on his people and on his dwelling place. But they mocked the messengers of the Most High and despised his words and misused his prophets, until the wrath of Yahweh rose up against his people, till there was no remedy. And that's right, there's not going to be no remedy to cure them from this the destruction that's set upon them, man. All right, because they didn't want to hearken unto Yahweh Shem Yahushua by way of his men. And therefore, in return, they despised those men. They mistreated him, disrespected them, you know. But it's all good. Like I said, it's part of the prophecies. It's a sign unto ourselves, knowing that, you know, these people hate us, man. This is Isaiah 3:1. He says, For behold, the Lord of hosts, doth take away from Jerusalem and from Judah the staff and the stay, the whole staff of bread, or Salakia, the whole stay of bread, and the whole stay of water. All right, that's why we're in the situation that we're in, man. He stripped us away of that power, mainly of himself, you know, because of our rebellious nature, you know, and being in the flesh. So he stripped away all these things from us, man. The stay and the staff represents the support that Yahweh Shem Yahushua has given us, the growth of the land, you know, the water, things of this nature that is going to be beneficial to us to thrive, man. You know, that's why Jake is in the ghettos, the barrios, and all this stuff, you know, in the worst and lowest conditions because of the rebellion, because of the rebellious heart, man. So he has stripped these things away, so we know why we go through these things, you know. But to them, it's going to be a curse. The ones that misuse the men of the Lord, that are actually doing something, that are trying to make a difference, you know, in their life, you know, with the help of Yahweh Shem Yahushua, you know, not by Esau standards and going into colleges and having these different careers and certificates and, you know, all these things that Esau looks at and other people admire. No, man, we're building up spiritual, storing up spiritual treasure in heaven, man, in the sight of Yahweh Shem Yahushua. And that's what's supposed to be honored and looked at as worthy of praise, and these people don't want to do that. But that's fine, because that's why we have the brotherhood. So it says in verse 2, the mighty men and the man of war, the judge and the prophet, and the prudent and the ancient, and the captain of 50, and the honorable man, and the counselor, and the cunning artificer, and the eloquent orator. And I will give children to be their princes, and babes shall rule over them. And the people shall be oppressed, everyone by another, and everyone by his neighbor. The child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient, and the base against the honorable. You see? So we understand things, man. We understand it. But I was making video to brothers that out there that maybe, go to the store, go to restaurants, go out in public, and there's people just constantly being fucking assholes, man. Hey, just send up a prayer to Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai, man. That should be fuel to you wanting to continue in this thing, man. That Yahweh Shem Yahweh Shai is showing you what time it is, man. Where you're at, who you are, who they are. Even our own people be doing that, man. And that's what's going on, man. It says the child shall behave himself proudly against the ancient.